I've been watching the NBA for more than 20 years. Long enough to watch entire eras rise, peak, and disappear. But somewhere along the way, the NBA changed. The games are still great, but the feeling just isn't the same. At first, I thought it was just me. Maybe this is just what happens when you get older. Maybe the things that once gave you that rush just stop hitting the same. Maybe that's just life. But when I started looking into this, I realized it wasn't just me. A lot of fans are feeling the exact same way, that the NBA has gotten boring. Which brings us to a weird paradox. The players today are more skilled than any generation before them. This is a fact. The shooting is better, the handles are tighter, the athletes are stronger and faster, and basketball IQ is higher across the board. On top of all this, there are more buzzer beaters, more highlights, and more viral moments than ever before. But yet, somehow, the NBA feels less and less exciting. This contradiction bothered me. How can a league overflowing with talent and moments feel emptier to watch? So, I dug into the question, and what I found reshaped my understanding of sports entertainment and the NBA.
What have you been able to do? Your last 6 games, you have had 24 total blocks. What is it defensively that you're just timing it so well?
Just trying to be early in the spots, I'll say. My teammates stressing me, like just warming up, so they let me just get on the backboard and slap it, so they really helped me out.
Quick question. What did you feel watching that interview? Because I'm going to be honest with you, I was bored out of my mind. And that's the first reason the NBA feels more bland than it used to. NBA players today have almost zero on-camera charisma. Every single time they open their mouth, they deliver the same safe answers, like every line was perfectly crafted by a PR snooze team. Take De'Aaron Fox, for example. On the court, he's arguably the fastest player in the game today, an elite basketball guard. But then you watch him in interviews and,
Why have you and your teammates been so successful against this team?
Oh, I mean, it starts with us focusing on ourselves. That's what we start with, no matter who we're playing against. And then we go through our game plan for that team. And obviously, I mean, they have the MVP, they're the defending champs, and we just try to make it tough on their all-stars, on their all-NBA guys. And I think we've done that. Obviously, easier said than done, and they still have good games against us, but we try to make it as tough as possible on them and then continue to play the way that we play offensively.
first off, there's nothing wrong with what he said. He's answering the question very technically correctly. But man, the thing is, every player talks the same way.
I thought everybody fought hard, everybody stayed together, so that was fun. The crowd was into it.
Whatever the team needs me to do, whether it's make plays for others.
There were a couple times they kind of, I guess, made us pay for.
We have to be better with moving the ball. We have to play better on defense. And if we do that, we'll be all right. Almost every NBA player talks in the same generic way, and it completely takes away the charisma and personality from a fan's perspective. I mean, look at what people are saying online. Now it's less connection to the player. Back in the day, teams and cities had personality. They're all like robotic prima donnas. And my favorite, I've been saying this for years, a lot of them have the personality of a rock. A prime example of this problem in action is none other than Jason Tatum. When he's healthy, he's an all-star, a perennial MVP candidate, arguably the best American player in the league. A few years ago, he checked every box required to become the face of the NBA. Every box, except one: charisma. Now, off camera, he's probably a really cool dude, a great teammate. But on camera, the man has absolutely zero charisma. This boy trained media head to toe. Jason Tatum is when you play 2K career mode and you always pick the good answers/responses. You know when you have to study company policy and read through the PR checklist every here and there on the job? That's what I feel whenever I hear Jason Tatum talk.
And, I can't, express it enough. The genuine love that, you know, I kind of feel from the crowd, you know, whether it's pregame, during the game, at the free throw line.
Now, this isn't a personal attack on Tatum. I find it's a league-wide trend, but Tatum just happens to be the poster boy of this trend. Now, the NBA didn't always have this issue.
What are we talking about? Practice? We're talking about practice, man. We're talking about practice.
Whether you like them or not, players of the past had a huge personality.
You really think I give a flying what the people on the radio call say?
Shaq was bigger than the earth. Garnett was a maniac. Kobe's Mamba personality was different.
We know what it means as a team, but what about individually for you?
He's got one more than Shaq.
Then, after them, the league still was full of players with distinct personalities. Fans felt like they knew these guys, and that connection, even though it was just through a screen, mattered. Look at Conor McGregor from the UFC, for example. He was a great fighter, but fighting alone didn't turn him into a global superstar. It was his personality. His press conferences felt like events themselves.
If there's ever a man that looks like a weasel, that's fucking it. You sit down and shut your mouth.
You just had to hear what he was going to say.
You know, Conor, I match up horrible for this guy. Conor, do you know what wrestling is?
I can rest my balls on your forehead.
Yeah, I know.
I will always love basketball. I will always watch. But the product is less appealing when the majority of players become generic robots instead of normal humans expressing themselves. Now, sure, a few new players have it going on. Anthony Edwards has charisma, which is why people love him. Victor Wembanyama has hints of it too, but it's rare. I mean, the best player on the best team in the East right now is Cade Cunningham, but I don't even remember anything notable he said.
Just trying to continue what we've been doing all year and trying to keep our momentum. We had a great win last night in Cleveland.
And that's probably why. Now, just to be fair though, we live in a world where image means everything and everything is recorded. So one slip up could mean brands and endorsements going out the window. But at the same time, from the fans' perspective, it's dull and makes the NBA a more boring product, especially when you combine it with the next reason.
And that surgical 40-point dismantling of Milwaukee. Nembhard from the outside had a look at the three.
Did y'all see that? If not, don't worry, because you're going to see it close to 100 times every single night. Penetrate the lane, swing, swing, three. Penetrate the lane, swing, swing, three. This is modern NBA basketball. This is optimization. This is the most efficient way to win. But man, from a fan's perspective, you're watching players who already struggle to show any personality on camera come out night after night and run the exact same sequence over and over again. Penetrate, swing, swing, three. Penetrate, swing, swing, three. Like, holy shit. Different teams dress it up differently, but at its core, the vast majority of NBA offenses today are variations of the same idea. Create a paint touch, force help, and punish the rotation with either a three or a layup. And I'm not saying there's no skill involved. There absolutely is. And I'll go off and say these players are far more skilled than players from even a decade ago. But still, come on. Imagine every team in the league playing pretty much this exact same style of basketball over an 82-game regular season. 82 games of this. Penetrate, swing, swing, three. Whatever happened to the plays that had the crowd off their feet screaming oohs and ahs? We literally don't see any of this anymore because this isn't optimized. This isn't the best way to get buckets. The regular season has honestly become so boring that the NBA is now inventing the weirdest forms of artificial drama just to try and create excitement. I mean, they literally rolled out something called Rivals Week to try and inject some life into the regular season. A Rivals Week. Honestly, this might be one of the lamest attempts at manufacturing excitement I've ever seen. I mean, look, this year they gave us Spurs versus Rockets. There's pretty much zero real tension between both teams. Cavs versus Hornets. Okay, two Ball brothers sharing the floor, but come on, that's not a real rivalry. Warriors versus Mavs. Sure, there's some Splash Brothers nostalgia, but come on, that's not a rivalry. You go down the list game after game, and the so-called rivalry tension is pretty much non-existent. And that brings me to the final reason the NBA feels so boring today. Real rivalries don't exist anymore. And this is due to multiple factors all colliding together. Like, first off, whenever any tension arises in games, the league shuts it down immediately with technical fouls. You literally can't even stare at another player now without getting a tech.
Working its way in, Prize is waiting for two. Pretty play, a 9-1 run Minnesota. Oh, come on, man. No way. Come on, man.
The next reason rivalries don't exist anymore is because players shut them down immediately.
People will be like, y'all got beef? I'm like, beef?
Yeah.
We're out there competing, but beef means like when I see you, like we're fighting.
Right.
You know what I mean? Why do I got beef with him? I honestly don't even know the guy. Like,
for some reason, players today are so sensitive in what they choose to say to one another, so they all just give the same boring generic response. It's just another game, or we're just competing hard, etc., etc. The most boring stuff that kills rivalries before they can even start. The third reason rivalries are gone is that, well, regular season games carry almost no weight. For example, there used to be real divisional rivalries because winning your division actually meant a guaranteed playoff spot. But today, divisional games are essentially meaningless. Win your division, and what do you get? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And the lack of tension adds to the factor of why the NBA feels so boring today. Now, to be sure, there are other uncontrollable factors too. For example, the world is more chaotic than it's ever been, and with tensions rising everywhere, basketball can feel trivial. Then there's the fact that the league itself has gone through controversies that seem to just get shoved under the rug without any real accountability. But despite all of this, I still think the NBA has the potential to be better than it's ever been. And more importantly, there's actually one real change the league could make right now to get it there. And that change starts with contracts. Right now, every game in the 82-game regular season feels weightless because once a player signs a 3 or 4 year deal, their money is guaranteed. And at that point, there's very little urgency tied to any single game. Their stomachs are full and that drive to win is gone because they've already won. But imagine a different payment structure. Imagine the NBA keeps a solid base salary so that players' living costs and security are covered, but then layers in a meaningful performance bonus tied directly to winning. Every game pays out more to the winners than the losers. The total money handed out to players doesn't change, just the distribution. If this were the case, the regular season would immediately feel different. Players would put in more effort. Perhaps this would eliminate the problem of load management. And all across the board, this would make the NBA a much better product for fans. I mean, are players still kicking the ball to a shooter who's 0 for 5 when there's $100,000 on the line? Are stars still showing up out of shape if being locked in could mean another $10 million over the season? Would superstars still tank if doing so meant giving up, say, 65% of their potential earnings? Would NBA players still be soulless in their interviews if they've just lost $200,000? Just some food for thought. Anyway, have you ever seen the game where Steph Curry made Steve Nash retire in just 12 minutes of action? I'm not even exaggerating. Nash actually retired after Steph cooked him like barbecue chicken for 1 quarter. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, then you need to watch this video right here.